Now I want to show you more about sponsored product campaigns.
This video is brought to you by EpiPies Academy.
The sponsored stuff, this is the stuff we like. So you go new campaign, and obviously you're going to choose the sponsored products, and then you are presented with a choice of which book you want to promote. And let's say we're going to promote which one. Let's see, I have so many. Let's choose this business plan book because I'm going to show you the results of it anyway. I'm just not going to eventually run this ad, but we're going to run through the setup. So we're going to press the book. We're going to choose a daily budget. I am going to recommend that you don't go minimal on this. Many people start with $1 a day, $2 a day. I would say be brave, go $10, $20 a day. It doesn't mean that you're going to spend that money right away. What it does mean is that sometimes when you have a tiny budget, Amazon restricts what ad placements it bids on for you. So actually by having a very minimal budget, it starts to restrict your ad, and you don't want that to happen. So let's say you pick, I'm going to say $10 a day, and I would say run this campaign continuously because you can run it, you can stop it at any time really, but if you create a date range, there's no point. I mean, there's no reason really. You want to monitor this every day, of course, and see the results, but generally, there's no reason to give yourself an artificial end range. You're going to end it when you feel like you want to end it, but if you don't want to end it, if it's working well for you, don't end it. Let it keep running. Okay. And now the actual most important thing that you want to do is whether you want to do automatic targeting or manual targeting. This is really, really, really where the difference in this ad is. And the automatic targeting is basically you're going to let Amazon choose the bids, and it's going to choose the keywords that it's going to target. Very simple. It's smart. You can let it do that. In the manual targeting, you will say, okay, Amazon, you're smart, but I know my product like no one knows my product, and I'm going to do my manual testing. And I think this is us. I mean, for me, this is me. And they're going to give you a ton of keywords. They're going to pull from the description and the title, and you just have a choice to add. And there's a type of match which basically says if somebody searches for the word business plan, but if somebody searches for business plan and create your business, then still this ad will show up because it's a broad search. That's the match column. But basically you just go through them and select the ones you want. And once you do that, then this will light up and you say submit for review. And if they appreciate, if there's nothing wrong with your ad, which in this case there really shouldn't be, you're pretty much going to have your ad run. This is how your ad is going to appear. And that's essentially it. So what I'm going to show you is actually which keywords I chose for this book, because I've already been running this ad for over a year, and because all you can do is add your own keywords, and that's actually what I did, because you definitely want to go through the keywords that they suggest to you and pick some good ones, of course, but in addition to those that they suggest to you, you want to pick the ones that are going to be right for you. So let me show you my ad. I'm going to click here on the homepage here so that we get there, and I'm just actually going to click on this ad campaign, and you see this is a pretty profitable one. I spent $1,500 on it, and I made $4,700+ on it. Now this $4,700 is not all profit. Some of this goes to Amazon, but you see this column ACOS is basically for them how much money I spent to earn how much money. So basically this says I spent 32 cents to earn $1. You can read it that way, or $32 to earn $100. Pretty profitable. Now, the $100 is not all $100 because Amazon takes a cut, but still this is profitable for me. And you see daily, my budget is $30, but this ad has been running since, way over a year, maybe like a year and a half. So really what's happening, a little less than a year and a half. So really, I'm definitely not going through the daily budget, but I am letting Amazon be free with the bids and things like that. So now that you understand that this is a very profitable ads, let's look at the keywords in this campaign, and each keyword has its own way to determine if it's profitable or not. Let's look at it. So I know that obviously people search for the word business. Even people I even bid on the word business, like misspelled, you see, business. Now it didn't result in any sales, but what we can do is actually we can go through and organize this by sales, and we can see what's happening. So again, it's broad search. Remember, you see the match, it's broad. So anything that has the word business in it, essentially I'm bidding. You might wonder, why am I also adding the word business plan? Well, for specific searches, I can bid lower. Okay, I can make lower bids because they're specific. We're going to talk about that a little later, how to make your ad clicks cheaper. In this case, I just want to show you. So for example, business plan, that's my huge keyword for me. And obviously everything under the word business, I want to target. Of course, I'm going to have false positives, but obviously I have a lot of good results. So the word business is, I'm spending 32 cents to earn $1. And the word business plan, I'm spending 26 cents, just under 26 cents to earn $1. So this is extremely profitable ads, and you can see almost all the sales came from these two ads. And then I also targeted additional keywords that maybe weren't in the suggestions that Amazon made. Like obviously people who want to start a business, they maybe search for MBA, Masters of Business Administration. Okay. It turned out that it cost me only 20 cents per click. And if I really focused on it, I could have lowered it, but I don't, it's cheap enough. And this ended up being extremely profitable, under 22 cents to earn $1. Obviously the word startup, start a business, business model, all these things also are making a little money. And the combination of all the long tail keywords is adding up to be also hefty in comparison to my top two keywords. So there's really three sources where I'm getting profitable ads: the word business, the word business plan, and all the other long tail stuff, or all the other related things. So for example, when I bid for the name Eric Ries is a very good business professional, very well-known guy. When I bid for him, when people search for him, my ad comes up, and it turns out is extremely, not a lot of people buy, but when they do, it's extremely cheap, 17 cents to earn $1. You see that? So it's and you can add as many of these as you want. Now, some of them you'll see are profitable, like Eric Ries is very profitable here. Some of them are very not profitable. For example, the word success. Okay, this can be any kind of success, and so people don't necessarily need the word business success. So in this case, I'm spending 86 cents to earn $1, and $1, keep in mind, I have to subtract the Amazon fees. So it's really, I'm losing money on this one. I might as well turn it off. But really, I've only ever sold one Kindle book for $4.99, so it really doesn't matter. Then you see some other ads. Also, Napoleon Hill. This is another good business guy. And I have a whole other page of ads. Many of them didn't even work. See, no sales for a lot of these. Like I bid on the Mark Cuban. Nobody searches Guy Kawasaki for some reason. So you see, you can tell what the profitable keywords are. And in your case, whatever your product is, just choose the keywords that are, from your keyword research, obviously. Choose your keywords. And here you can go a little wild. It's a business book, so I bid on the word Shark Tank. And it's relatively profitable at 39 cents to make $1. But overall, I've only made a few sales. Maybe this is two Kindle books or one paperback, and some combination of just a couple of books. So you can just go crazy and add more and more keywords. There's no limit to the keywords. The only thing you'll see is that at some point the keywords, they become so general that they just don't convert. For example, the word success, or for some reason Napoleon Hill, his name didn't convert for me very well. So that's essentially the correct way to run a sponsored ad.